Hello everyone, Spiritual Catalyst Erica Rock here, and we're going to do a little walking between worlds, manifesting our heart's desires through deep grounding and connection to Mother Earth, to Gaia, while expanding into our large divine selves. Sound fun? I think it will be. So, before we get started, one of the most powerful arts we can master as human beings is the ability to stay rooted in our own truth, path, and creative evolution, especially when the outer world reflects a very different reality. Far, 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 far from easy, yet since the dawn of time, powerful men, powerful women, human beings, seers, shamans, shamanesses, oracles, priests, priestesses have always known how to weave the magic of their visions into everyday reality through their elemental relationship with Gaia. You, of course, as I know you know, have this power too, or perhaps you're not sure, and you're about to discover it. So priests and priestesses were the original sorcerers, sorceresses, I don't even know if that's a word, sorceresses, of making the immaterial material, the physical, the spiritual physical, aka manifestation. And this power may have been hidden, buried, distorted, and demonized for thousands of years, but its roots are far more ancient. It lives in the sacred flesh of the body, and in the vibrating waters, minerals, plants, and rocks of Mother Earth. This magic, this energy that we can connect with to use to bring the immaterial into the material. So, for instance, for women, okay, your womb, as women draws a vision or spirit baby into her vessel, into her womb, women weave this celestial matter into physical matter through her womb space, And the thing is, our body is already encoded with the knowing of manifestation. And many of us, I remember as a little girl, I really remembered living in different dimensional realities where you could manifest like that. Like it was instant manifestation. And it brought me great frustration that there was a time delay here. I was not used to that. I was not used to that. Michelle, I'll get to your question in just a moment. Thank you for asking that. So the body's already encoded with how to manifest. We know. And for a lot of people, they don't know that they know. There's that amnesia. And then you, at some point in life, you hopefully wake up to the reality that you do know how to manifest. You do know how to make magic. You do know how to deeply connect with the earth and take all of that potential and create something in the here and now. And part of it is about really getting grounded and also expanding into the divine self. Needing to get out of that small self, false self, ego perspective. Because that part of us, it wants to know the details of how it's going to happen, when is it going to show up. It wants to know. And we need to let that go and expand into that larger part of us that is the all-knowing, that is simply being, radiating, and magnetizing, like drawing what it is you want into your reality. With no effort, it just kind of happens, okay? And I know that you can look back on times in your life where you've set the smallest, softest intention, and then boom, it like shows up very, very quickly, and you're like, wow. But yet things that you're emotionally, like mentally and emotionally really attached to, like bringing in more money or whatever, money seems to be one that there's a lot of charge around. And you can pray and put it out there, and it seems to elude you. There's a lot of attachment to that. So a vital part of manifesting is being able to offer it up like the softest, it's like offering it up so clearly and with the softness of like a butterfly wing or a dragonfly wing, and just send it off into the all that is, and then step back and allow. And that can be the tricky part, right? Because you're like, well, no, I have hospital bills to pay. I have to get new tires for the car. I need heat for my house. I need food for my table. I need clothes for my children. Like, and I get it. I so get it. But in the grand scheme of things, if you look back on your life, you are likely able to say things always worked out. And you didn't know how they were going to work out. And how things show up is 99.8% of the time, things show up in a way that you would have never thought that they would. And that's like part of the magic. It's part of the awe. It's part of the like fun. Like, okay, I'm going to put this out there, and like, I'm just going to I'm going to sit back and eat my popcorn and enjoy watching how the universe brings this to me. You get to that place because you get the game. It is a game. It's a game. And there are rules. And when you know the game and you know the rules, I mean, there is nothing you can't have, honestly. And you know the way to receive it with incredible ease and flow and zero effort. And if there is some effort, if there's something you need to do to make it happen, you'll be guided. You'll receive guidance that, oh, call this person, go here. And then boom, like you make these connections with people that know how to bring what it is you desire into your world. So you follow the guidance. Even as nonsensical as it may seem, follow the guidance, okay? So, our body's encoded with knowing how to manifest. It's in our bones, it's in our cells, it's in our DNA. We know how to do it. In fact, we're manifesting all the time, all the time. The thing is, we're either manifesting unconsciously and letting life kind of just like slap us around and we haphazardly manifest stuff. And a lot of it's unwanted. We're like, how did I create that? And then, somewhere along the line, you start to create consciously. So I think that part of like the greatest work I find comes through the continual embodiment and integrity of trusting our magic and our ability to manifest and co-create what we want into every facet of our lives, and bringing this magic more fully into the world. Because as our life starts to flow and become beautiful, we start to add beauty to the world, elevate the vibration, and inspire other people, because they look at you and say, you know, if she can do it, so can I. She's just a regular person like me. If she can do it, I can do it. And that is so true. Like, so that's so beautiful because yes, we do inspire one another. Okay. And like I said, you're doing this, like you're manifesting all the time, whether you're conscious of it or not. And the fun part is to become conscious about what you're speaking, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're putting out. And if you find that you're complaining or putting out unwanted realities or things you don't like, or why isn't this here yet, or whatever, as soon as you notice yourself doing it, stop, close your mouth, and declare, I clear and clear, delete. And yes, that works. Like, yes, we can kind of take it back and uncreate it. So as soon as you notice that you're doing it, uncreate it. A command I learned by someone, I can't remember her name. I uncreate, delete, and destory all of that through all time, space, dimension, and reality. That's a good one. That works really good. So, you know, we're these spiritual beings having a human experience and like creating, manifesting in the world, while we're also like shopping for groceries, taking our car for an oil change, paying bills, building our savings, washing our dishes, caring for our children or loved ones, navigating the complex terrain of relationships. So there's like a lot of moving parts in life, right? And we're learning every single day through life and through what shows up, how to exist both in the other world or invisible realms and this world, where there's a lot going on out here in the, what I like to call the appearance. As a sovereign, empowered, heart-centered human. And I see you because I am too continually refining my own dance within the liminal and physical spaces. Like there is this dance that happens, right? So I too am continually learning how to walk through the world with one foot in the magical and the other in the practical. Or as I like to call it, like being a queen of all the worlds, the underworld, the middle world, and the upper world. So with that, hey, Dan. Dan, you're always on my videos. You're like awesome. We went to high school together. So with that, you know, just sharing that information, we all have this installed. We're all encoded with how to manifest. It's just whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously. We want to be doing it more consciously. That's part of the activation that's coming through this video today, is that from this moment forward, like even though I'm not doing a special transmission to activate this, through the energy that I'm sharing, you will move into a space of being much more conscious about what you're creating in your world, what you're manifesting. So I have been told by so many people that, Erica, you're a master manifester. I've had people come and stay and do retreats with me and like, you know, we're together and they've reflected, like, you make magic everywhere you go. You say something, it happens, it's kind of crazy. What are you doing? Because they don't see me doing much of anything. Because I'm not. I'm really not. But a few things I do, and it's, you know, like, if you came and, like, hung out with me for a week, you would have, it's not like I'm sitting and doing, like, certain protocols. I'm just kind of doing it. It's woven into my life. So one thing I do is connect with nature. Connect with nature. You know, when you go out in the woods, and remember when you were little and you would play in the woods and you know, play underneath the trees and make tree forts and just be in the grass and smell the fresh air, and the wind would move through and the sun is shining, or perhaps it's raining or whatever's going on. But as a little kid, you could feel the magic of nature, right? You could feel it. There was something magical about it. You probably wouldn't put words to it like that, but you felt it. There was like a vibe. So we want to connect with nature and literally put your feet on the ground, and you send your roots down into, like, to connect with all the other tree roots from all around the planet. You want to connect with the dirt, the magma, the underground rivers. You want to connect with the elementals that are playing around in the woods. You want to connect with the flowers, the herbs, the sun, the sky, the moon. You just want to like descend and send, like, get rooted and connect with all of that magical, unmanifest energy that's yours for the taking, that's yours for the collaborating, that's yours for the co-creating. So we want to ground and we want to connect to all of nature, the mountains, the rivers, the streams, the ocean, the sand, the crystals, the minerals, the animals. The animals, when I woke up this morning, I opened the shade and boom, out in my side yard were all these deer. And then in the front of my house were, like, it was a deer family of like 15. And that's magic. Deer actually bring a sense of magic, innocence, purity, just awesomeness. And that's how I woke up this morning, to like this magic of nature. So we want to, so right now, just connect, like, see, feel, allow, imagine roots coming down from your feet, going into earth, connecting with the woods, the mountains, the streams, like all of it. Connect with that. And as you're connecting with that, so you're grounding, you're getting super rooted, you're connecting with that magical, natural energy that Gaia offers. And I want you to let yourself expand. So, like, feel the boundaries of your physical body, like typically the skin. And I want bring your energy, your focus and attention to your heart. I want you to see, feel, allow, imagine your heart light brilliantly shining. And as you connect with Gaia, you connect with the magic of nature, you're going to expand this light that emanates and radiates from your hearts out into the all that is, also connecting to the magic of nature. And it almost is like you're zooming way out. You're like getting a higher perspective. You may even, like, you expand so much, you're like way beyond planet Earth, out in the planetary systems, out into the night sky, the stars, the planets, all that good stuff. Expanded, like you become a part of the ocean, you become part of the mountain ranges, you become part of the flowers, the plants, the herbs, like all of it. Be that, expand into that. Because as we expand into that, we're not in the ego self, the false self. We're into that expanded divine self place. So we want to expand into that. And now in front of you, I want you to see, feel, allow, imagine a door appearing before you. And notice what the door is made of. What material is it? What color is it? Is it ancient? Is it new? Does it have writing and inscription on it? Like, it will show up for you so perfect. And I want you to, with your intention, open that door, allow it to open, And as it opens, this golden white light is going to stream through, connecting with you, expanding out into the all that is, grounding, grounding, grounding. You become more expanded, you become more elevated. We want to manifest from a place of a higher vibration because things manifest so much faster when our vibe is high. And as that door opens, peek into that light. And as your heart light is expanding, your heart light also is like shining through this beautiful light doorway. And I want you to begin to see your life as you would like it to be. And I want you to see it as if it's happening now. Because all time is now. We don't want to keep it out in some distant future. We want to see it like it's happening now. Like, what are you wearing? Where do you live? What are you doing for a job? Who are the people that are around you? Who are you in a relationship with? What's your relationship with your family like? And remember, this is how we want it to be, not as it currently is. If there's discord and resentment and all that kind of stuff that a lot of families have, we want to see it how we would love for it to be. Like your relationship with mom and dad is like so sweet. And if either of your parents have died, that's fine. You can rewrite the story and envision how your relationship was with your parents that you would have liked it to be. Like dad spent time teaching you how to throw a baseball and teaching you other various sports and taking you fishing and camping and on trips and, all the cool stuff that dads do. And mom cooked awesome meals, and whatever it is for you, right? Like, I don't want to project my my perfect family life onto you. I'm just giving you some potential examples. But see all aspects of your life. See your health. What does your body look like? Is it, full of vitality? You're strong. You've got all this energy. You feel great and light. Put all that out there. I want you to see your bank account. How much money is in your savings or in your investments? And I want you to see numbers that when you see them, you're like, oh my God, I can breathe. Like, ooh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I feel like such a thing has lifted off my shoulders. When I see that amount of money, I'm just like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. I feel supported. I feel abundant. I feel prosperous. So see it all. And as you see it all, the light, so your heart light shining into this beautiful realm. And now we want to start bringing this realm and all that it is we desire, bringing it. So through the light, we're bringing it into the heart and allowing it to integrate, merge, and unify with yourself right here, right now. Bringing all of that in. And it comes with, because, your future self is living the life of your dreams. So you're bringing the ideas, the energy, the codes, the choices and decisions that got you there. It's bringing in the healing, the forgiveness that perhaps needs to happen for this reality to take form. And bring all of that into your body. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. So that it's merging with your cells, your DNA, your consciousness, every part of you. And as you have fully merged, you can close that door. Close that door and see, feel, allow, imagine it dissolving into the light. Dissolving into the light. And so bring yourself gently but firmly back into your body, fully and completely, opening your eyes when you're ready. Hey, Tom. Hey, Pedro. I love that we've got like all these men on here. This is awesome. The awakening man. Let's celebrate it. Yes. So I know I kind of made this into a process, but this is stuff that I do every single day. Like I just merge with the magic of nature, expand into my large divine self, and see my life as I want it to be here and now. Here and now. And it's amazing to me how things, like I had started going, I'll just give you some examples of things that have manifested and shifted and changed now that I've been like really committed to consciously creating my reality in my life. I had started going through menopause and I ended up gaining a bunch of weight, and I had always been pretty small and kind of like an athlete and really fit. And I gained all this weight, and then in one day I was like, enough, I am changing this. And I kind of, with that, what I was guided to do was just kind of, I brought in a ton of light, raised my vibration, always wanting to manifest from that higher place. White light's great, purple's great, gold is great. And I just put the intention that my metabolism was going to shift in a way, and my hormones were going to shift, and I was going to be back in balance. And it was funny. I saw myself standing on a scale, and I saw the number that I wanted it to be. And then some interesting things happened. Like I started attracting things and noticing things that would, in the physical, that would help me balance my hormones. And I got on some of these supplements and did these things, and lost like over 30 pounds. Yeah. Almost 40 pounds, actually. But I've done this with like my skin, like creating youth, aligning with youth, vitality, creativity, how I want my marriage to be, so many things. And once you know the game, you make it look easy, and people around you are going to be like, okay, wait a second, everything's going right for you. Like, what's up? We get very suspicious when people are thriving. We're like, what's going on? Yeah, so conscious, connect with the earth, expand into the all that is. If you like this idea of this door and all this light, cool. Or do it whatever way works for you. What's important is you're co-creating with life in a way that actually brings the results that you want. And I put things out there and I let go. I forget all about it. It's called set it and forget it. You put it out there and then you go and live your life. And things line up, things show up, you're guided to do things, go do them and whatever, and you will be amazed. You will be amazed. So Michelle, because I was speaking in the beginning about for women, our womb. So once you go through menopause is actually one of the most magical times for a woman, because we've got you're in your crone phase, you're in your wise phase, and the level of magic that you have access to when you're in the crone phase is unreal. It's like crazy. It's really crazy. So however you want to create, but we want to ground, expand, and then perhaps pray, visualize it, feel it, taste it, bring in all your senses. But being in menopause, it's not a obstacle. It's actually even better. It's even better because you have all that wisdom that you've gained, right? Typically a higher perspective, typically life doesn't shake you up and knock you around as much because you've seen a lot, you've been through a lot, you have a lot of experience, and you're rooted and anchored into your knowing. As we get older, Like, I love older people. They speak their truth. They don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Like, as they see it, they speak it, they call it out, they say what they feel, they mean what they say and say what they mean. And that's one of the beautiful freedoms of getting older. But no matter how old we are, we can be in that level of empowerment now. So let's learn from our elders, you know. A lot of times it's, you know, in the vibe on the earth right now, we typically don't pay attention to our elders. We ignore them. We certainly don't want to listen to their stories and their whatever. We're like, yeah. We blow them off. And when we should be sitting at their feet, taking in the divine nectar, wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence that they've gained. So there you go. Go talk to your grandma or grandpa. They'll set you straight. So yeah, if you guys have any kind of like questions about this, feel free to ask. I want to hear, like, if you start implementing this, and I walk around the house just doing it now, like I'm constantly kind of praying and putting things out to the universe. And another way that's really powerful for manifestation is knowing the magical questions to ask. So say you get a check in the mail, or you get a raise, or you get a bonus, or whatever. How can it get any better than this? How can it get any better than this? It's a playful way of like opening to more. And I find that the more play you can do with the universe, the more fun, the easier manifesting gets, because there's no like pressure on it. So that's one magical question I love to ask. How can it get any better than this? Allow yourself to be guided in how to pose the question. We want the question to be spoken or thought in a way that's not focused on the issue, but focused on bringing in more. Like, how can I open to more good in my life? How can I open to more abundance? God, show me how good my life can get. God is all that is. Like, whatever the higher power of your understanding is, the name and label, go with that. Show me how good it can get. Show me how healthy I can be. And then don't be surprised if you're guided to kind of change what you're eating or what you're drinking or exercise or whatever. Like, you'll be guided to do different things. I have been guided to change how I eat a lot over the last year or so. And yeah, I lost like almost 40 pounds. It's crazy. It's awesome. And I actually, like, I was looking at pictures of me from my birthday last year, and I look way younger, like way younger. And yes, I've been guided to things like red light therapy, kojic acid and turmeric, facials, different exfoliations. So like, yes, I put things out there, and then I pay attention to what shows up. And if it feels good and resonates, then I implement it. It's really so easy, you guys. So I want to hear how things unfold for you. Keep it fun, keep it simple, keep it light. All right. So, and if you want, actually, I invite you, like, make a list of what you want for your life in the comments below, and I will do a blasting of a divine light transmission, which will bless your heart's desires, and I'll like send that off. I love doing that. Love doing that. So fun. So I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you for connecting in and being here. And yeah, let's create more beauty and more amazing stuff in life by co-creating and using our gift of manifesting to create beautiful, beautiful lives. All right. Love y'all. Take care.